I'm trying to help another YouTuber learn how to StreamYard quick. How's it going, Cave Dave? So, good morning, guys. I'm impromptu live to help a fellow YouTuber that does reaction videos, but he's like a John Wilburner and uses his phone to record his screen, and I wanted to show him how to use StreamYard. All right, I'm posting the link to join the live in the chat right now. So it should be blue. And just click on it with your phone. There, Mach Zero. Just, Jay, if you want to jump in, brother. I'm just testing StreamYard Live, helping a fellow creator use StreamYard as a tool to help his live streams and their quality. So if you see in the chat there, buddy, I have a link. It's highlighted in blue. If you click that on your phone, you can join in the StreamYard chat or the actual live. Bullshit, Jay. At work listening, can't join at the moment. That's the worst excuse I've ever heard. What's up, Mr. Foot? How you been? How's the supercharger build coming? Lee, it is a high-tech green screen. I should adjust my camera so you can't see my furnace in the background, too. What's up? How's the Camaro doing down in Texas? I haven't seen much of you lately. Mopar Mark, how you doing? Lee? It's beautiful to see the heathen army out in such force this morning. So yeah, I'm going to repost the link again in the chat. This is just a test for people that want to see what StreamYard's about. There's Jeff right here.
What's going on?
Hey, dude, how's it going?
There we go.
So this is StreamYard, dude.
Hold on a sec. Let me go downstairs where I get a little bit more light. Up in the dungeon.
Yeah, here's a link in the chat if anybody wants to join in the stream and just shoot the shit, learn a little bit of something. So StreamYard, you can tie in your YouTube channel. So if you start a StreamYard account, you enter your YouTube channel, and anytime you want to do a StreamYard live stream, you click on your YouTube channel and it ties it together. So then it goes live on YouTube, and you're looking through the StreamYard live, not the YouTube live. It's a little delayed, but you can do shit like so like me and you are both on the screen.
Yeah.
And I can, wherever the fuck it is, I don't even know how to do this shit. They changed it. Edit layout. Okay, cancel. New layout, cancel. Where'd you go? Present. There we go. Share screen. So if you're in here watching, On the bottom, you have your tools. It says mute, stop camera, settings, present. If you click on present, you can share your screen on your computer. Select share. So right now, I'm sharing your live on my live. So yeah. Let me get to the chat here. Just got off work, going to bed. Sitting in the garage. Well, the Camaro's done. You just staring at it, drinking some Coronas or what? Listening while cleaning and reorganizing my work truck. Oh, nice. Put a 6-speed back in. Oh. So StreamYard has changed since I last used it. I think so. My background should be different. Let's see. There we go. Greg McDonald had a farm. Unfinished project. How you doing? Making round bales today? Dutch guys, I put pants on for this. There you go, brother. I put a link in the chat if anybody wants to join and shoot the shit. You're more than welcome. DDG. Somebody see Dead Dodge Garage in here? Oh, DGG. Dutch Guys Garage. You know, Dutch Guys needs to get on the cover of
there we go.
Mopar action too. There we go. How's it going, Jeff? That's your name, correct?
That's correct.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
We got you Dizzy in here too. Let's see.
What's up?
Ah, shit.
I hope he figures it out is all I'm saying. I used to use StreamYard on my live shows and it worked perfect. I loved it. It's good for inviting other people and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep. So Jeff, on the bottom you got tools and it says mute, stop cam, settings, and present. If you hit present, you can do that and add your web page. So then I can go to YouTube.
What? So I got mic, cam, chat, and then it says more, and then leave.
It would be under more,
More.
probably. Well, you're not the host of this live stream. So
I see. Okay.
So if you're hosting the live stream, you would see the preset. He just dropped out again. I think you must have an internet connection problem.
Yeah, or he touched the wrong button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
when I was going through it, like, I think it was when StreamYard first started because we used something else before that. I think it was Google Hangouts or something.
Probably.
Yeah, and when StreamYard started, it seemed like that was
I
much
keep hitting the
easier.
wrong buttons.
Yeah.
And it would,
So if you're a guest in the StreamYard stream, you can't, like, you could send me an email of a link and then I could present it. But if you're the actual host, like I am, then you can present. So we could go here and present, you know, Beamer and Son Garage. Look at this idiot.
Is that what he's doing? Is he playing still?
I don't know. This guy is 6 years old all day. And
Could you imagine? Could you imagine doing that with your life? Just sitting there all fucking day doing the same thing over and over and over. It's
Nah.
crazy.
And then, you got this shit here. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. Him in the trunk.
So the Duster's a
what
good
it
car.
should be.
It just needs to be in somebody else's possession.
True.
Yep.
All this shit. The Mustang in the background.
This is what I'm surprised. What I'm surprised is no one in the town has driven by there and seen that and said something about, hazards. And like over here where I live, you can't have all that shit in your yard. You can only have like 2 unregistered vehicles at the most, I think.
Well, Disney, it sounds like Beamer lives in America and you don't.
No, I live in Massachusetts.
Up here, I mean, you know what? Me and Diz aren't too far from each other. They have, codes and stuff that if they drove by and saw that, man, and the animals, what he does with those animals, I don't give a fuck what anybody says is wrong.
See, in the great state of Iowa here, if you have your motorcycle's license, as long as you have a pair of boxers on, you can ride legally. Like, we don't have vehicle inspections and shit. You just take your rust bucket into the DMV and you get a new plate for it and you drive it. There's no inspections in Iowa. It's great.
Oh man, that makes our state look so stupid because we got so many rules. They hit you in the ass, they hit you in the face, they hit you every way they can.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And plus, I think, like he said, that's probably zoned commercial or whatever. I don't.
You got these two guys.
Yeah, Paul, man, I love those guys. They got some pretty good shit.
And you got classic Rich here. Who Rich has been, like, I guess, a member of the community for the past 2 years. He joined in the No Name National sub-drive. So the community helps other channels get subscribers. So you need 500 subscribers to join the No Name Nationals. It's for YouTube creators only. You can come and spectate, but you can't race. It's trying to keep the points bracket racer out of the event from wiping out all the competition and letting some of these channels that maybe haven't drag raced before or have little to no experience get out on the track and battle it amongst themselves. I've been drag racing since 2002. I know what's going on, but see, there's J-Ray Racing. What's up, Ricky? Hop in the live, buddy. I know you ain't working. You just got laid off, sucker. But like Rich and Beamer, they both hopped on that sub drive, and I wouldn't even watch a guy's channel, and I just subscribed to him because it was part of the No Name, just to help the greater good of the cause.
Right.
And then I watched some of the stuff. I'm like, these guys aren't for real. These guys aren't real content creators. They're looking for handouts.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And once you get monetized, you get the donation symbol down in your comment section. That's when super chats start coming in. So anytime now, monetization's like 500 subscribers. When I started it, it was 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time.
Yeah.
Now it's like 500 subscribers and 4,000 hours.
When I started, it was even different. They never even told you. You would just all of a sudden at some point they'd send you that message. Would you like to be a partner? And you had no idea what the criterias were. And it took me forever. So I don't know exactly what the terms were in the beginning. But like you said, when it went to 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, that was when they first definitely told you what it took. And then now it's even less, like you say, you know, it's even easier, you know. But in the beginning, when these live shows and things started, like I did live shows for 4 years. So, you know, I'm well versed in how it was working in the beginning. And it was difficult, you know, first just to get to be able to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Lee Hudson says, I don't live stream. I keep my stupidity and ignorance to myself as much as possible.
Well, as you see,
But-
I'll be honest, you know, that's why I stopped. I abruptly stopped because of that. Because this is the thing about the internet. When you let people in, you don't know who's on the other side. And that's the truth. And that's like when I'm watching Mako's videos, what I'm seeing is these people are opening themselves up in ways they have no idea. This guy, Tony Baloney, is what I call him, okay? Vinny Bag of Donuts is going to come and find him, whoever that may be. I don't know, but you can't be doing that. And you know, the begging thing, when you're known or seen as that, a lot of people don't like that. You know what I mean?
People aren't stupid. They can sniff it out real quick.
Absolutely. Like my live shows, I never took them down. They're all up there. And what I do is I work with the fire department. And so I started doing something stupid that's why I stopped, is because people talk shit. Okay. And I was taking donations through my live show. And we were buying Christmas gifts and helping out families, and I would deliver them on my fire bike, and we would give them the whole meal, a whole Christmas thing, you know, presents for the kids and everything for a couple families. But what happens is when you're doing good things, people talk about you. They get jealous. They don't like what you're doing, and they start trouble for you. Even if everything you're doing is good and legit, people don't care.
I'm sure people that are in the chat right now know that Mopars Are Everything is one of my greatest trolls. Calling me an idiot, Jiffy Lube reject, everything under, you know, anything and everything. What's up, Ricky? My unbiological brother, connected through the state of Iowa.
Right on. When I started YouTube, I got into a car group that was called the YouTube Garage Gang. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
That was they actually did the DIY school for YouTube. Did you ever see those, come across those? Well, the guys who originally did those, they invited me in, and I was part of their YouTube Garage Gang. They made shirts with everybody's name on it, but the same thing happened. Bickering, fighting, this mechanic don't like that mechanic, and it all erupted into a horror show because people
it's a pot of fucking crabs, dude. It's a pot.
Yeah, people were opening up their lives, and some people didn't like what they were saying. You know, it's just tough on the internet for sure.
Ricky knows down here, J-Ray Racing. I am a offender of getting drunk and then going live.
Oh,
and I have learned that is not a good thing.
You've done that a few times.
Because Liquid Confidence, I got a mouth. And
talk a lot of shit.
It's funny how that stuff does that, huh? They don't call it, it's not holy water.
No, it's definitely liquid courage, that's for sure. And I've called some people out on lives before, and then the next morning I wake up and I'm like, what the hell? Delete.
You've made a couple of apology videos.
Yes, I have had to do that. Yeah. But that's because of the current climate that we live in, you know, you got to be apologetic right now.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you guys got a good thing going on. You know what I mean? It sounds like you got a team, and everybody's trying to help each other, and you know, you guys are all car enthusiasts or whatever. That's awesome. You know, these loads up fucking hacks that come along. You know, and like you were saying, you don't know who you're talking to on the other side. You know, these guys, if karma doesn't get you, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, and like he was saying, like we watch these videos to enjoy what, like, these are car guys. They're racing, they're doing things. And then you come across this clown that's showing you his pile of fucking junk that he's piled up over years, and he's naming the video, hot rods and whatnot. You're like, what the hell is really, that guy's a nut. But I think these true car guys, they give us entertainment, just like my videos are a different kind of entertainment for people, but it's the same idea. Their car races and all kinds of things, and it's because of the entertainment of it, and there's zero entertainment in anything I've seen out of Barry. Although
Barry's videos are good for about 1-2 to show the field of cars, right? And then you got to actually work on the shit or do something.
Yeah.
I remember you were showing me a bunch of those videos. It was so cringy.
Yeah, it's not good.
Guys, I'm not a mechanic. I don't claim to be, I'm a heavy equipment operator. But my whole family, they're all, mechanics and shit like that. I've been around cars my whole life. But I don't claim to be a mechanic or anything like that. But it's like, it's a slap in the face to the guys that actually are. You know what I mean? In my opinion, anyways, when these guys get out and, like you said, they're trying it with the Scott Speed thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Scott Speed Shop. Hey, make sure to go check out my good friend Scott Speed Shop.
Exactly.
I think, Beamer was a subscriber of Judd's, and Judd, one of the good things you can do on your channel is like a comment and heart it and reply. And once those 3 little things help you in the algorithm. When you don't like or heart a comment, that's 2 seconds of your life that you wasted, that you could have done that and helped yourself out.
Right.
Barry doesn't ever do any of that shit. If you comment on a Barry video, he feels attacked, even if it's, what would you call it?
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. He cannot take that at all. He's got the thinnest skin. He lives in a bubble down that 50-yard driveway of his, where he's.
You're 100% right that YouTube's algorithm plays into that. I have 20,000 subscribers, over 7 million views. I've answered every comment on my channel since I've started. Everyone, I've liked everyone, because if someone's going to take the time to leave that comment, it's easy to just watch your video and flip on to another one.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone's going to take that moment to comment on your video, take the moment to thank them. Hey, thanks a lot. It doesn't take that much,
And now with YouTube has AI built into their text, so it prompts up automatic messages where you can just.
That's right, exactly. So you don't even have to write anything. Yeah, absolutely.
Which is cool.
I love smaller channels that do that and get in touch with their people, and you get a feel of kind of how they are without knowing who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See this guy down here? Subscribe to his channel. He goes bracket racing every weekend. His channel is about bracket racing. He's got a sweet 73 Duster that runs mid to high 11s. And then he's got some shit box thing that
you love.
What? Fuck that.
You love the Fiesta.
No, man. That thing runs low 12s. That's what we did 6 summer with, Jeff. Was a little Ford Fiesta.
That's awesome.
Went best is 1206 at 118.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking fast.
Yeah. And then Barry says that his Challenger in the garage is a 10-second car.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I just went to a car show over here.
What's up, Max Dick?
At High Octane. They sell a lot of classic muscle cars. And when they're leaving, believe me, their whole shot and all, I videoed everything. So I'm going to put up all the clips together and throw up a video probably tomorrow or something. But I love that stuff. Over here, I don't get to go to a lot of, drag race shows. We used to have them here. I mean, you can ask Jeff. It used to be big here in Worcester. But what happens is they got out of hand. And the police
T, how's
won't
it going,
allow
buddy?
it no more. Yeah, they see you having fun and they're like, eh. So
Sounds like you guys live in a nanny state almost.
massive
I'm in
2
New
kids.
Hampshire, he's in Massachusetts. Oh, I'm right on the border. I'm only 45 minutes from Boston, you know. Worcester's a little while out there because it's in the western part of the state. But
Iowa's fantastic. There's like it's lawless out here, especially
is.
like in some of the more like rural counties. There's
Anything
no
else?
rules.
We don't
Nobody
even have
cares.
a stoplight in my whole county.
Are you kidding?
No.
Holy shit.
My population in my town in the summertime is like 1,000, and then in the wintertime it drops down to like 600.
Wow.
I live
can
just
show
south
you.
of heaven,
Good
dude.
old boy, then that's yeah. Yeah, so it's not like that here. You can't.
Walmart, 10-minute drive. It's not like when I lived down in Fort Myers, Florida, where it's like, fuck, I got to fight traffic for 45 minutes. Then walk in
Funny,
the right door, you know,
Oh
to
yeah.
Walmart, because there's two
Yeah.
different entrances. If you're in cities, you know that, it seems
Oh
like.
yeah. Hey, you got the food side, then you got the fucking regular side. Junk.
Well,
How do you switch the
Funny
camera?
though, no matter how far you are, everybody's always close to a Walmart. Sounds like they've got that business pretty well locked down. He's right in the city.
or Dollar Tree. Yeah, you got more people in your camera view right now than in my entire town.
Yeah.
Ricky lives in a bigger town that's connected to pretty close to a bigger city in Iowa, Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, I have like 5,000 people in my town, but I have 2 quarter-mile drag strips within an hour from my house.
No shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
And there's
cool.
I think there's a couple more like 8th mile ones that are within the 2-hour range.
See, we don't have any 8th mile tracks up here. We got New England Dragway, which is
Quarter mile or probably 1,000 foot.
it's a quarter mile. But it's only about 40 minutes north of me. Well, not north. It's about
That's
40
perfect.
minutes from me.
Perfect. What's his name, Ricky? He goes there all the time. Lunar Outlaw Garage. That goofy Italian fucker that did the 318 build with Uncle Tony. So yeah, Jeff, Uncle Tony that you hear Beamer talking about all the time.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the most successful Mopar YouTubers there is. He's got like what 300 something thousand subscribers, Ricky.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, so for a Mopar YouTuber, that's a boomer, you know, that's a pretty big channel, and he's off the cuff, you know. You think he tells it how it is, but he's just like the other guys, you know. He's in it for the money. And Beamer thinks that, you know, I'm gonna shout Uncle Tony out. I'm gonna shout out Gas Monkey Garage. I'm gonna shout out Scott's Speed Shop. Then all of a sudden, you started calling us out. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right? Yeah.
He
And
ain't
then
doing shit.
you watch his material, and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
You know?
that poor kitten, Smokey. He's dying. He's dying on the porch. Look at him dying.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Let's be real for a second. Could you imagine what that place must smell like? There isn't words, guys. There isn't words.
Ammonia and cat piss. It probably smells
Oh,
better
God.
or worse than if somebody is cooking meth in the house, which they probably
Fucking
do that
weird.
too.
You think this roof is busted, so you know there's water getting through. So there's got to be the walls got to be filled with mold and just oh my god, it's fucking disgusting.
Garbage
Disgusting.
everywhere. It's, you know, the TV show Hoarders really needs to go to his house.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this
God.
is the thing. I'll tell you, I see it from the other side. Like I respond with the fire department to hoarders' houses. Listen, that is dangerous. That's not dangerous just for you. It's dangerous for your first responders, for everybody. You know, your neighbors, because that's a lot of combustible material in a small amount of area. You know, and that's never good. I mean, I collect things too, but I do it in a moderate fashion. You know.
Yeah, car parts are hard to start on fire.
Yeah.
Cast iron doesn't.
Cars burn.
Yeah. The fucking afterbirth, oh, the kittens, that I'll bet you that shit'll go right up. Oh, the afterbirth.
See, we had our fire department and EMS are separated, and because we are such a low population, we don't have a lot of volunteers for EMS. So every once in a while, my pager would go out for assistance for team lift. And like a good little boy, I went out one time. I'll never go on an EMS call again. There's a 400-pound dude naked in his bathroom on the floor where only 2 people can fit in the bathroom.
Oh,
It's this little tiny shoebox bathroom, and he's in between the toilet and the tub and all crinkled up naked. And I'm like, I can't handle this. I can't do this. So I nonchalantly did a Scottish goodbye and just walked out of the fucking house, went back to the fire department, put my tags on my locker, went home. I ain't dealing with that shit, man.
All day,
That ain't
all
me.
day, every
It's
day.
definitely a
Yeah.
special breed.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's definitely a special breed of people that can do that.
Yeah, and God bless them, because it ain't me.
Yeah. Nope, I hear you there.
You got
Yeah,
bones
I don't
sticking out of
have
your
to
legs
do
in a
none
car
of that.
wreck. I'm there with the jaws of life, and that shit's cool. But
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
are unable to help yourself, there's something that fires off in my brain that I lock up, and I'm like, this guy can't help himself. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Just
He
because
can't
he's
do it.
fat.
What am I gonna do?
And
I
Barry
don't
just
have to
can't help
do none
himself.
of that stuff. Although I'm there.
I
And
do
see
still
it
talk to
every
Ryan
day.
almost daily. Sorry.
No, that's all right. It's your show.
I just try to keep up with comments here. T's Good Time Garage from Idaho. How you doing, Blake or buddy?
I
Jesus,
can't stand
I
it.
got
You're
pretty
Blake.
hammered last night. Max Dick, he put mufflers on last night. Went for a little ride. Don't like mufflers. Mufflers are for sissies. That's true. Take them off.
we're gonna be
Run
putting
collectors.
some mufflers on
Subframe
the Duster.
connectors.
What?
Subframe connectors.
We're doing that too,
Fucking finally.
Just-
We've only
just
been
to-
telling them for 2 years.
just to appease you.
And Joe and every other fucking person on the internet.
But we're also putting mufflers on the Duster.
This
since
dude's
you're
running
driving.
mid-11s with no subframe connectors, twisting the windshield out of his fucking car.
It's not twisting. Stop it.
It fucking lifts the front driver's tire every single time you launch out the line, dude. What do you think that is? When this tire's on the ground and the back tire's on the ground, this one's up in the air?
They
I'm-
both come. The right one comes up a little bit too.
Oh, come on. It's
We
like
went
a
11
foot difference.
We went last time out. We went 1160 personal best.
That's fucking fat.
My best time down at Sykeston was a 720. And then I kept going slower. And like the mechanic that I am, I never even opened the hood and fucked with the timing or any of that shit. So, well, I was
See, my old man did that for years. He was into racing, before I was born and stuff. And I'd hear him tell stories about fucking, saving his money all week and, buying shit and then just having a second run.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
I like drag racing versus circle track. I think there's more opportunities to come away prosperous in drag racing than circle track.
one
At
bad
least
day.
in the amateur division.
Well, one bad day at the dirt track, your whole season's done.
Fucked. Yeah.
Blow up or someone wrecks you or something, you're pretty well done.
Yeah, you see, the rear tire just went by you on the straight stretch. And you're in the infield. You're screwed for the season.
Yeah.
And then up here in Iowa, if you have a badass circle track car in some of these divisions, the competition can walk up and buy your engine out of your car for like $500.
Yeah, I think it's different for every class of the buy.
It is.
But
some classes are
yeah.
like, so if you're smoking the competition and you win and somebody gives you $500, you have to sell your engine out of your car to that person. And it's their way of trying to keep it from people overspending on their builds.
What?
Yeah. Ain't that
So they're
crazy?
telling me if you dump $5-6 grand in a fucking motor and I got some slug and then I come up to you and say, I want your motor, you got to sell it to me for $500?
There's classes like that, dude. It's fucking weird. And so why would you even want to risk that? You know,
Exactly.
at the drag strip, if I run pro at Tri-State Raceway and there isn't no squirrely fuckers next to me banging me into the wall, I'm going away from the track like I came to the track,
Right.
you know, with a little bit less rubber on my tires. And then if I win, it's $1,000. It's $1,000 payout. That's pretty damn good. That buys you another set of tires. That could be down payment for a set of aluminum heads.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
But
endless.
the circle track guys, you win your entry fee back.
Pretty much.
It's terrible.
Yeah, no, I
It does
couldn't
look
imagine.
fun as hell, though.
Morning, J-Bo. Oh, the two-man cruiser class they used to run up here. So the passenger seat had the throttle and the brake, and the driver's seat had the steering wheel. So, yeah, you have to really trust each other to race in that series. That always sounded like a lot of fun. Ricky, we should try that
Hold on
on
one
the drag
second.
strip.
Let's build the car.
How does selling a $5,000 motor for $500 keep costs down? Well, because then the guy doesn't want to build the $5,000 motor.
It's more about driver skill.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's $500. I think it's more, but
I mean, I'm just talking what I remember from when I was in like
right.
college,
It's the numbers are probably different. It's
20
probably
fucking years
more.
ago.
It's probably more than 500, but regardless, it keeps you from wanting to put a 20 grand engine into your car and then
It keeps you from buying a set of aluminum heads, then painting them all night to make them look like cast iron, and then painting them.
That's awesome.
And then they got like bore scopes and shit, so they'll pull a plug out and they'll look inside your cylinders. They're really scrutinizing bastards at the circle track. I've had opportunities to go and run like Hornet class in
that'd
a
be fun.
Chevy Cavalier, but the guy's like 5'2", and I'm 6'1", and he never has moved the seat, so I've never went and got the car.
Yeah, you'd be stuffed in there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You look like a circus fucking deer in one of the little cars.
Another thing about YouTube is people look huge. Like Barry might look like 5'8". I bet in person he's like 4'9".
Yeah, they said he's a little fucker. They said he's only like a 5 foot. He's not very big. He's not a big guy.
The first time I met Judd from Scott Speed Shop at the Indy Cylinder Head show, the one that Poor Boys Garage went to, they went to the Indy Cylinder show to look for Beamer, who never showed up. And you would have thought Beamer would have went there because Judd was there, and he just loves him. But I seen Judd Scott for the first time. I thought that fucker was 6'4", 300 pounds. He stands up to here on me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
oh,
weird that the video can play tricks on there.
John Wilburn, how the hell you doing, buddy? I
We
got
got-
a link to join if you want to join in. We're just
We got,
shooting the shit.
See, we got Doug Gordon in the chat. He's
Doug.
pretty good. He's a good dude,
He is. He met him at Six Summer, right?
and he helped Ryan a bunch with getting parts for his Eclipse.
Yeah, we had a guy rolling in our group last year that they went through every single test that could have been thrown at him in this little Eclipse. And they had the tranny out of it. They did all kinds
He
of
pulled
shit.
the head, had to
Yeah.
redo. Oh my god, yeah. He bent all the valves in his head because of what the hell happened. But he pretty much needed a new head, like all the assembly to it. Just he finished. He was the last finisher for a class, but
Yeah, Doug, you're good people, man. It was a pleasure talking to you that day. I think we seen you the second year too, right?
yeah, that was the second year that he helped.
The second year was such a blur because I was so pissed that you blew the car up in Cedar Rapids. We only made it 2 of the 5 days, Jeff. Front wheel
Well-
drive cars don't like street burnouts, and I'm telling Ricky the entire time. I'm like, Ricky, no burnouts. The goal is to finish the event. You can do plenty of burnouts in the water box at the drag strip. there's more people there anyway to see it. No, fucking 3 people on the side of the road doing this, and he tacks it up, bounces the fucker off the rev limiter for like 20 seconds.
It was no 10
Da, 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 da,
seconds.
da, 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 da. It sounded like that. It sounded like that. And then all of a sudden, just it looks like you're spraying for mosquitoes out the back of the car. Just white plume, just boom. I'm like, Ricky, no, that's not good. And 2 blocks away from our checkpoint to finish day 2. So then we limp it into a shop bay on a lift, and we're pulling fucking direct port injectors because that was our problem the day before. Was a seal was getting eaten by the E85. So we were pulling that out. Nothing looks wrong. Still runs like shit. There's more people wanting in the bay because they're breaking their shit too. And they're like, oh, 4-cylinder shit box, get out of the way. So we get it out of the way, and it's running like dog shit.
Sounds like a Subaru.
Yeah, definitely. And we just throw the towel in. Ricky lives about 40 minutes away from our stop that day. We drove it all the way back to Ricky's house. 4 weeks later, I get a picture of a piston with the skirt knocked off of it.
Hey, it's running now. I got a
See, this is the thing I don't
a parts car.
He knocked
for
the side of the
$1,000.
piston off the fucking, what, cylinder 3?
Yeah, cylinder 3.
Knocked
this
the
is the
whole
part I don't
ring lands and
understand.
everything.
Guys, you guys seem like you guys got a good thing going on. You guys seem like good dudes, knowledgeable. Why would they do, you know what I mean? They have nothing but to learn. Yeah, look at that. There we go.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Fucking garbage.
daily driver.
Junk.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so that, and Ricky's a great guy. His channel doesn't have as many subs as it requires. I mean, he should be a bigger channel than he is. I feel that we should be bigger. I feel like YouTube hates us.
Yeah,
We're not going out on our porch that's fallen off the house and making the same video for fucking 800 days straight.
Right.
Ah, 83 cars.
yeah, and here I am making 100, 120 passes a year, and just cracked over 1,600 subs.
Listen, it'll come in time. You just do what you're doing. This is what it is. On car channels, people trickle in, but the people that trickle in usually stay, and those are the ones you really want, because you can get 1 million views, but you probably only have 10 people that are going to stay with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you
Well,
put one of those,
yeah.
so you,
It's about
I don't know.
10% of your
Everybody has
subscriber
their
rate
own
actually
channel.
comes back loyally.
Yeah, this is everybody does their own way on YouTube. Okay, some are clout chasers, like you say. Some are solid dudes just showing what they're doing. Some everybody's got their own thing on YouTube. You know, it's just how you deal with it. If you want those kind, that's cool. Me, I've always been honest. I've been myself, and I've been true to my channel, which is I've uploaded, you know, as much as I could with the content I'm using. Okay. I did do live shows, but like I said, I found myself opening up myself a little too much. Okay. And you don't want to do that. I mean, I didn't want to do that. You can do what you want. You know what I mean? But me, I kind of backed up from that. But I stick to what I'm doing and I follow the guidelines. Like you say, the algorithm's looking for certain things. If you do those little things, your channel will do nothing but grow with solid based viewers that are going to show up every time, that are interested in what you're doing, because you that's what you want. You want someone interested in what you're doing, just like you are, you know. That's just my feeling. And like he said, 1,600, listen, it took me so long to get there. But once you start moving up and more their friends watch and they say, oh, yeah, look at this. And it's going to grow slow. and it will. It surely will. Before you know it, you're going to be getting more comments than you can answer. You're going to be like, holy shit, I got to spend an hour answering comments. But sometimes it's like that. I do fire and ice. In the wintertime, I'm known worldwide for my snow videos. Okay. I live on a hill and nobody can make it. Okay. So I'm you, the snow dude. Yeah. So I have millions of views on those kind of videos. The fire, I'm lucky I get 2,500, 3,000 views, unless it's a bad fire.
And it's not, and if you're responding to a fire, your chief probably doesn't want you fucking recording shit either.
No, that's my job. That I'm not a fireman. I work with FIU and the ATF, more in fire investigations. I film the fire as it happens, who was on the scene, who was standing around, what's actually going on.
Because if you're an active firefighter and you're making YouTube content of a house burning down, you're gonna get your ass in trouble with chief. I'm pretty sure of it, but
no,
I understand now.
Yeah. I'm and what I share on YouTube is for a couple reasons. One, to show the community, the taxpayers, where your money's going. When the fire department asked for this, that's where it's going. You're seeing it, okay? You're going to see the need for it. And then two, for the families of the firefighters, for other companies to train on. My videos, I started just making videos because I thought it was important to me. But over the years, I've been doing this 14 years now with the fire department, and I do it voluntarily. I never charge them for one picture, one video, and I supply them with everything. It's all done from my heart. It's done out of kindness for our community.
You know how many firefighter one guys are sitting probably watching these videos and in class? Because
absolutely,
we had to watch one where some local kids went over a dam, and the undertow drugged the kid underneath, and his friend's sitting there filming it the whole time. Little did he know he's filming his friend dying because he can't breathe and he can't fight the current. So they kind of do that with new recruits, to sit you down and watch a video and see if you got the stomach for it. To watch somebody die in front of your freaking eyes. And if you can, then the next thing they teach you about is comedy. If you see a bunch of firefighters or cops laughing and there's something seriously disgusting has happened, and they're laughing, that's a way to cope with the shit. So don't think that these guys are evil, heartless bastards. It's the way they've been taught to cope with serious situations, is to try to break your mind from that and find laughter in something so you can continue on. And a lot of the woke media will post shit about, oh, look at these guys laughing here and there's a dead guy over there. Well, it's part of the training, man. Not everybody's a mental fortitude and cast iron brain that can handle everything.
That's
right.
Everybody's different. After I watched a guy die in a fire, I didn't even know he was still in the truck. I heard screaming from down the hill. I thought it was my other firefighter down below. It was the guy in the truck burning to death. And then once the fire went out, you get to see the guy sitting there. I had nightmares for months. Absolutely. Until I got in my vehicle accident. And then I started having nightmares about that. But you don't have to go to war to have PTSD.
That's true.
Isn't that true?
Is when you're doing YouTube, that's why I split it in two things, because when you're sharing fire videos, a lot of people just can't handle it. They don't want to see it. So like I say, those get minimal views on YouTube. The only people who watch those are the people who care about that, But the snow videos, poof, everybody. Yeah,
I lived on a hill, man. Right when YouTube started, I should have got in on it when it started.
Yeah, not too late.
Getting about halfway up, then woo, back.
Not too late to start that.
Well, I tried doing the secondary channel about boat stuff, but I kind of.
That's good too. The docking, people
docking. Out another 1,000, baby.
I want to just set up and watch people go on the ramp like that guy down in Florida.
Yeah. I've watched that on the inlet there.
Black Point.
Halliburton or Halliburton Inlet. My brother went down there. He lives down in Florida. He says it's fucking crazy.
They
Have you
call
seen
over. Yeah,
those,
yeah.
Yeah. And fist fights because you were on the loading ramp too long, and like people just lose their shit. Up here,
Well,
you
a
got
lot
to deal with
of
the current.
people too, they don't know what they're doing. They got daddy's money. They go out and buy a Super 42 fountain, don't have the first fucking clue of what they're doing.
Oh man, it's just like every retired guy on the Mississippi here goes and buys a brand new $75,000 Premier Tri-Tune with a 250 Honda on the back of it. And then they cheap on the slip that they rent. They're like, oh, the north side slip is $200 cheaper. I'll buy that one. Well, on the river, you got current. And parking on the north side when you're going with the current, it's kind of a bitch.
Oh,
So every
fuck
one
yeah.
of these brand new pontoons with noob fucking captains on them, swim ladders are ripped off, dent on the playpen, you know, and then you hear just cussing. And then I walk over and I help them out and go, hey, welcome to the club. See all the swim ladders ripped off the rest of these brand new pontoon boats? They're just like you.
Yeah, we got the river. It's a nasty, nasty inlet up here. And it's
Oh,
a
I'm
very
sure.
narrow, it's a very narrow channel. And I'll tell you, when it gets wavy in there, you know, it doesn't, you fucking, when you go out, they don't think about it, but you know, you get a 20-foot wave, you're going up, you got to go down.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the
then,
bottom-
they're probably coming back out when the tide's going in or some shit, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen, yeah. I've had a few boats over the years. I've seen some pretty good shit.
My best advice for anybody that's in a tight situation with the boat is sing a stupid song in your head. And mine is I'm So Pretty, and it keeps you from overthinking. That's the only point of singing the song in your head is to, because then if you think, you're going to start whiskey throttling. You see guys when they whiskey throttle and the bow jumps out of the water and they're slamming into shit.
Fuck yeah. Or they go out and they catch a storm or something, a fog, and then they come back in. They don't have the first fucking clue what they're doing, you know? They don't know how to read a compass or do anything like that, you know?
What's this red buoy for? Should I be on the left or the right of it?
Yeah, right? Yep, exactly.
A cool thing about buoys in America is it's 180 from Europe. So back in the 1800s, we switched red and green around. So when Europeans came over to fight us, they get all fucked up in the buoy system and they'd run aground.
Yeah, red, right, return, right?
Yeah, yep. And it's the opposite way over in Europe. So they did that knowing that, well, if they drive the way they normally would, they're going to run aground and crash.
Right.
So let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, John Wilburn in the chat here, he is the creator of No Name Nationals.
Oh.
Dust Up Garage is in here.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
He's got,
like I said, it seems like you guys got a really good thing going on. I don't know how. It irks me, you know, if to these guys, because it's a slap in the face, pretty much. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I can go on and on and on about it. But
like I said, they're doing real content that people want to see. I mean, that guy, he's bringing up their name just for it's clout chasing, and you know, no one should watch him at all, to be honest. He's got junk over there. He hasn't done nothing with any of it, you know, so it's terrible.
I like those backs you keep going. I see we got to get more sophisticated around here for sure.
Yeah, just go to Walmart or wherever and buy a 8x10 piece of green material.
I actually have one that came with a tripod. It's not a very big one, but
no, if you set it right behind your chair and keep it close and your camera tight, that works fine. I got the entire room down here is covered in green because I wanted to do skits and shit for our videos.
Yeah,
we used to put, I took a piece of cardboard square and painted it green and stuck it in the back of our mini fridge. And so when I opened the mini fridge, it looked like there was like this portal in the back of it. And that we would collaborate with other YouTube channels and call it the teleporter. So if we mailed them parts, we'd put it in the fridge first. And then once the mail showed up and they got it, I'd have them film a skit where they walked to their fridge and opened the fridge and there was the part.
Oh, okay.
And so then in editing, it looks like it's a real fucking teleporter, you know, like
Yeah.
movie magic. So that kind of shit's fun to mess around with.
I did some similar things when I did my live show. I would have a guy from the UK over in Wales. What I did was I took a picture of what was behind me, and I sent it to him, and then we pretended we were actually together here on my couch, you know, because he had the background of, you know, my background, and we just sat opposites on the couch. It was hilarious, and no one really even knew. It was so the green screens are pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, just because the way you could, all the different things. See, I was never really savvy with, like, you know, technology and all this shit. But I got a feeling if I, you know, you give me enough time, I could figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take much. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not the brightest bulb. Like I say, look, everything that I learned falls out this hole, okay, bro? You know, it goes in here and it goes bloop out the hole. I used to walk around like this. How are you? You know?
A buddy of mine, he used to, he had a fake eye and would be eating, you know, would be in a restaurant. And all of a sudden he'd take the fork and he'd start picking his eye like this. Or he'd pop it out and put it on the plate and tell the people, like, hey, the fuck is this? Oh, it's just some funny shit. We got Rich here.
I have one too. I keep it up here in this jar. I got it right here. Hold on. Here it is. This is my fake eye. That's what one really looks like. That's my fake one.
Oh, okay.
It's not even a ball. It's just like it's like a hard plastic.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's how the shit he would do with that, man. He'd fuck people all up.
Oh yeah, I freak
You
all
sit
the
at the
kids.
bar having a drink, and then all of a sudden, fucking plop the thing out, and everybody be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't wear it because I don't know. I'm one of those realistic person. This is me, and if you can't accept it, you know, the hell with
Fuck
you.
you,
Sorry,
man.
I apologize. Yeah, because what happens is with this eye, I still have tears in this eye. You know what I mean? But the difference is your eyeball is warm from your body. This doesn't warm up from your body, so it'll be in, and my tears will get stuck to it with the wind or something. The wind blows, it dries your tear on it, and then you go to look somewhere and it plops your eyeball out, dude. It's
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's a pain in
Oh.
the ass. You know, but they did a good job on mine. I had some world-renowned dude do the eyeball. He put, you know, the lines in it and everything. I don't know if you can see it, but
Oh
he
yeah.
did an awesome job. It actually, it looks like my other eye, you know.
Oh yeah.
Although I'm probably
No shit.
I'm a little stoner too, so
Hey.
I told him
Yeah,
to add
you
some
gotta put the
extra
red
red
in
in.
it.
Yeah, but you know, we all
That's
go
awesome.
through shit, right?
Yeah, well, I think you're muted.
How's your depth perception? And another thing I said while I was muted is at least
Well,
one
that's
of them's
something.
bloodshot and the other one isn't, you know.
That's something you have to learn because it's very bad. I don't know how
Right.
far things are away. I'll go to reach for something and I'll either overreach it or underreach it, or I'll go to slap you 5 and I'll hit you in the face. Or
Oh,
you know what I mean? And it's totally by accident, you know, but that's the truth is the depth perception's way off. And another thing is because your eye is working so hard, okay, it seems like I'm losing vision in that one, you know, more and more. You know what I mean? Before I didn't need glasses. Now I use these cheaters because I can't see certain
Well,
things.
LASIK's getting pretty cheap now. You ever think
Well,
of that?
I can't get into that because that's what happened. That's why I lost my eye, my friend. So
Oh, no
I
shit.
will not let anybody touch my eye again.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I
Are
went
you
through
fucking
8
kidding me?
surgeries. I went through 8 surgeries, and then I decided, yo, take my fucking eye out. You wrecked it. I couldn't. Yeah, it was
Wow.
all messed up. Yeah, so
Holy shit.
Damn, that's not like a finger. You only got 2 of them motherfuckers.
finger. What? I chopped those off.
Oh
too.
my
They-
God.
Oh,
I
Jimmy.
cut those off too, man. Look, this is missing a
Apart,
whole
dude, you're
piece. This
losing
one's
stuff.
missing a piece. Yo, I'll tell you right now. Listen, I swear,
I
I'm
love it.
Murphy. My name's David Murphy, and I live by it. If
Hey, if
something's
you were a
gonna
drag
happen,
racer,
it
dude, you could
happens
just
here.
say, hey man, weight reduction.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yep.
Yeah.
I just want to go faster, man.
Yeah.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah. I always wanted to install a human prosthetic eye in a garage sale deer mount. I like that.
Well, here it is.
That's my father in the comments. He's on the channel with us. The great
Oh, right
J-Bo.
on. I can't see the
How you
comments.
doing?
I had to come in my office. My radio is going off like you wouldn't believe. They're doing training today, so they're pretending there's structure fires. So all you're hearing is rap, 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 you know, and I can't. You don't want that on your show.
What happened, Ricky?
Oh,
You have
I
to
got
go
a
make
I
a
got a
rip down
phone
the
call.
street in the Fiesta.
You got them all excited. Gonna go make a run.
Oh, I wish. Might drive it
Richard
today.
called him. He said he needed help filling the pod.
Yeah.
So, Ricky, what you missed is you Dizzy up here showed us his eyeball that
I
comes
think I
out of
saw.
his head.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of that. Yeah.
He's holding it with his stubby finger.
Nice.
My brother-in-law Jeremy, who's standing right there in the green
Whoa,
screen.
hey, Jeremy.
Yeah. We were putting a boat lift in like 2011. And it's just a glorified vacuum pump mounted to a 4x4 on the dock, and then it raises and lowers the boat lift. Jeremy's genius, that is him, was like, I want to see if there's any induction on this vacuum, and goes to stick his hand underneath the inlet. Well, the vacuum's got stainless steel blades like a turbo, and when he stuck his finger up there, whack, took it right off, sucked it through the tube into the boat lift, bottom of the river, catfish food.
Oh.
I never noticed that about Jeremy.
Yeah, he comes walking at me like this. Ah. And what happened, dude? He's like, I don't know. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. Goes over to the hospital. He calls me up and goes, hey, man, can you drive me to another hospital an hour away up in La Crosse, Wisconsin? I'm like, yeah. We go up there. They have to chisel the last knuckle off
Oh.
because of the pad and half the nail and everything. And it was down to the bone. And his dumbass goes, which one gets me to work sooner? And they're like, well, if we cut it off, it'll heal quicker. And he's like, cut it off.
Jesus.
Instead of
I
having
never noticed this.
instead of having a really skinny tipped finger that would be excellent for picking your nose.
I have one. I have one of those, and not only that, it's really hard. It's like your regular hand is soft. It's so hard. I could poke you right in the eye, and oh man, it's a good weapon. But also the one next to it, I cut the tip off of it. You know, so
that first knuckle, and he for 2 years could feel ghost pain in it, and it was really, really, really sensitive.
I've heard them talk about that ghost. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
And in the winter, when it gets cold out, like it doesn't. It could be 40 out there. Your fucking fingertips freeze. They freeze because it's like those are the nerve endings
Yeah.
right on the, you know, where this one they folded it, they stretched it and folded it over to sew it and shit.
So Ricky, that's why Jeremy is always wearing bitch mittens in the wintertime.
I've never noticed his finger. That's weird.
He's good. He's always
Learn
scratching his
something new
ass.
every day.
By the way, I need to make it up there later this week or next week or something.
Yeah. Why?
Well, you have my stickers.
Oh, I've been putting them on every trash can in town.
Oh, have you? And
He was
also,
leaving them out at Walmart.
also have tires for Jeremy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see what he does to tires, right?
Well, we're done with them, so it's all good.
The dude had probably a whole season left on his Mickey Thompsons down at Sykeston at No Name. And then he did 2 back-to-back John Force burnouts in the burnout box, and the tires are totally wiped out. They're gone. There's nothing. They're starting to corrode
Jeremy?
already. He's only got like 16 passes on them tires.
Jesus Christ. Here I am going through a whole season on these Hoosiers. There's a little bit left.
Mhm.
Like, they'd be perfect for Jeremy, you know.
Good morning, Ed. Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah. Give them to him. You know the Hoosier Quick Times I had on the back of the Barracuda?
Yeah.
So Jabo bought some BFG's street tires for his
Yeah.
rims, and he goes to change the tires, and I see the Barracuda, and there's one of my Hoosiers sitting in the back seat with the whole sidewall cut out of it.
Oh, shit.
He's like, we couldn't get them off the rim. We had to cut one of them off. I'm like, their tires are freaking good.
Oh.
They're half-life drag radials, dude. We couldn't get them off. I'm like, I would have put those in storage and had a backup set. Easy, you know.
Jesus.
You know, I like running Mickey Thompsons, but if I had to, I'd run them Quick Times. But fucking Jabo,
we
couldn't
just
get
bought,
it off the rim.
What does the set of Mickey Thompsons go for these days?
I don't even want to look.
we just bought a set of the Mickey Thompson
Street
what the
ETs.
hell the ones like the dashed lines in them like
Street
Cletus
ETs.
streets, yeah, like look like slicks pretty much. And they were over 300 a piece.
You got to get the pro brackets, dude, without the slits on them.
I don't
Or-
know
or-
these tires that all the like the small tire racers run.
They don't
We got-
run those.
It's the same ones
You-
that Cletus puts on Mullet and
For
Leroy.
when he's
and all
driving
that.
on the street, right? But doesn't he run bracket pros?
No,
Oh.
the ones the little I don't remember what the hell they're called, but it's the ones that Cletus runs on Mullet and shit. I'm like, well, if those small tire because we got them in 28s.
Yeah, but those are like 315.
No, when he runs small tire on Leroy and Ruby and all that, these are the tires he runs. So like, well, if they can handle that much power, be good enough for us because
So
we're
they're
going.
28 10.5s he's running.
Yeah,
Yeah, the small tire class.
yeah, we're going to 28s from 26s. So
Ricky had to text me and said, "Sorry, I had a phone call."
I don't think I was just dipping on you.
An Amish goodbye.
And how much goodbye? That's a little.
And if anybody out there has a YouTube channel that's automotive related and wants to share their content, you can go on the Bad Tree Productions Facebook page and share all your videos that your little heart can desire.
I should
Unless
probably
it's-
start sharing my videos there again.
Unless it's stupid shit, then
like
you know, it's
Fiesta
going to get
content.
deleted. Yeah, Fiesta content gets deleted instantly. And then another sticker goes on a trash can. So in Iowa, our theory is if you're good friends with each other, all you do is bag on each other constantly.
Absolutely. That's
And-
how it is everywhere, man. That's
And if
let
you're
it
not
play.
good friends, you're very polite to each other.
That's
You know,
that's how
like-
it is in
weird how that works, right?
that's how it
It
is in the
goes
skilled
without
trades
saying.
too. If
Mhm.
I'm an electrician and they say if they're making fun of you and stuff, they like you. The minute they stop talking to you and stop giving you crap, that's when you know you're in trouble.
Go
Yeah,
get
you're
the
on your way
Skyhook.
out when you know that happens. When they're
Yeah.
busting your balls, you're good to go.
Yep.
Yep.
How's it
Yeah,
going,
no matter
Backwoods
what you
Custom? How's it going, Mohawk? How you been? I love
J-Bo.
the notchback duster. It looks great. This guy's got a dart swinger or a scamp. Sorry, a scamp. It's not a dart. It's not a duster. It's a scamp. But people call it dart all the time, and he's like, it's not a dart. It's a scamp. So I call it the notchback duster.
Oh shit.
We got 19 heathens in here.
Right on.
Good morning on a Monday morning. Holy cow. So that's
I
another
know.
thing is you can call your subscribers a name, a nickname. We chose heathens for some reason. And some people think it's religious. No, it's just our meaning of heathen is you're kind of an outcast. You're scratching and clawing to make your dreams become a reality. That's our version of heathens. And that's all of our builds are low buck builds. You don't really see much high dollar stuff on our channel unless it's aluminum heads or you're getting sweet parts back from Ed's Machine Shop.
Or the transmission you built cope materials.
So you want to build your own transmission for the 18th time. Go to John Cope out of CRT in Indiana for all your Mopar torque flight valve body needs, hard parts, billet race parts, everything. You could spend $6,000 on a transmission with John Cope. Ask me how I know. I think I only hit about like $3,800 on that build, but the only thing I didn't get was the billet drum because I didn't have another $800 laying around. And then
Well,
I
listen,
used the
man,
trans breaker.
I gotta get going. I go to the pit at noontime, so I gotta get ready and stuff. Listen, it's been awesome talking with you. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, Jeff, no problem. And you see
You
how
guys
the layout is.
Yeah, and like I said, you guys got a great thing going on, and you know, YouTube needs more of this. You know, they need less of the fakes and more actual
I
community
agree.
that people can get together, and you know.
I agree with that.
I like it.
Well, thanks,
I like
Jeff. We appreciate you. It's good hanging out. Nice to talk to you for once, finally.
Yeah, right. A little different than it's better face to face than all the.
I misspell shit and then I look like an idiot in the comment section.
Tell me about it. I can't see. My fingers are all fucked
I
up. I'm
know.
like,
Well, it's been a pleasure, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yep.
It was nice meeting you too.
You
Catch
too.
you on the flip side.
Go crush some rock, brother.
Absolutely.
Later. So, Ricky.
Yeah.
Any big plans the next couple of weeks, or?
There's parts on order.
I don't like that one.
We're going fast, dude. We're gonna be going fast.
Listen, he just told me to go subscribe to your channel. Don't let me down now.
I'll try not to.
Listen, I want to say the same thing, sort of. It's been a pleasure. I never knew who you were before Jeff. I came across your channel through him or through you in the comments, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate what you're doing, you know, for the YouTube community, doing a live show that's real. If you leave your name, like a comment in the chat, I'll go subscribe to your channel right away, brother.
There you go.
I'm just gonna get onto what, you know, what's going on over here.
Oh yeah, you got life today, man. It's 11 o'clock a.m. on your side of the coast.
Yeah, and my radio hasn't stopped since I turned this on. But I wanted to come on too with Jeff. You know, I'm new to his channel also, but he's from where I'm from. We're kind of the same people. What I see him, that's me. You know, I have other things. You know, I don't expect anybody here to go watch what I'm doing because it's not, you know, car related. I build mini bikes and go-karts and give them to poor kids. That's what I do.
Hey, anytime you're swinging a wrench, dude, I think
Yeah.
that kind of falls in
But
all
that's
the
why I
categories.
watch those kind of videos, because you guys use the same tools. I love cars, and it's just I got no place to be doing that. I got a little shop and I got a fire museum, and that's what I do. But I appreciate what you're doing, and thank you so much for your entertainment to us guys that can't do it. You know what I mean? I got a nice truck, but I have a driveway. I don't have a garage and nothing to be,
Right.
so I don't have no hot rod. Although I could go on for days. I got a Model A, but it's stored because I can't put it together because I have no place for it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. But you guys have a great day. Stay safe and keep up the good work. All right.
It was nice meeting you, Dizzy. Thank
Awesome,
you for
man.
the kind words.
Oh,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. Peace out.
Bye. And then it was just down to Blake and Ricky. If anybody wants to join in on the live, here's a link. You can hop in. This is just something that I didn't even know I was going to do. I seen Mach Zero was live and hopped in there. And what he does is he's trying to shine a light on some of the people that, make garbage content. And he kind of wants to call them out on their bullshit. So right now, all he's doing is he sets his phone up on a tripod, and then it looks at the TV, so you're hearing the audio from the TV going through his phone.
Right.
So you hear him talking more than you hear the audio. And I'm like, what'd be great for this guy's channel is StreamYard.
Yeah.
And you can screen share. That way you get the best quality of audio and video, and they still get to hear you talk on top of it. And you could, you can do, make one big. This could be the video playing, then Jeff could be over here with him and his dad doing the reaction. I kind of like this setup right here.
Oh man.
So I got a set of Aerospace front disc brakes for the Duster. And with switching from factory Mopar shit to the Aerospace, 50 pounds.
Holy crap.
50 pounds. Yeah. So I went to go put a rim on them, just see what they look like in the bolt patterns, Chevy bolt pattern. So the guy had this shit on a Duster running Chevy rims on the front. They got two stud patterns. One's big bolt Mopar and one's Chevy.
Oh, okay.
Mopar Ford. But everything else is, the spindles and everything. It's all Mopar stuff. I'm like, hold on a second. These don't fit. Did I just get swindled? And I'm like, oh, no, never mind. I would join, but our internet has been out since Thursday.
Did you see the front wheels we got on the Duster now?
I like those.
They're the same pattern as the I have my slicks on for the Fiesta.
Yeah, I like those. Do they cut you?
We're going to be getting a matching set for the backs, but in a 10-inch wheel instead of the 8 like we're running right now.
We got Busted Radial Garages in here. How you doing, Chris? Hopefully the channel's back up to fighting weight. No more silliness going on with your channel, hopefully.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't able to. I haven't watched that video yet. I don't know what's going on there.
I just can't imagine it's one person, because there's a channel that I've, reported before, like 3 days in a row. And the guy's still putting videos out.
What happened exactly?
Oh, it was just animal cruelty.
Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't good. Yo!
And Blake's muted, probably yelling at kids. Oh man. What's up, Jay? I was looking at trying to get to Great Lakes like one of the last few times of the year, but because I've heard it's a good time to make PB passes, but schedule just doesn't line up for getting up
So
there.
listen to this shit. Ross and Rennie. Ross with the 73 red Challenger that you seen on Just Mopar Joe's channel.
What's up?
Hold on. Lars, get your ass in here. So Just Mopar Joe highlighted the other channel on his channel, and it's RT something 11. RT Z11 Racing.
Okay.
And the guy's name is Ross, and he's got a 73 Challenger, and it's got a 408 stroker 360 with cast iron J heads. Ricky, cast iron J heads,
Uh-huh.
and it runs 690s.
Wonder what kind of gear he's running.
410. What is the deal with that? That's a heavier car than your Duster.
NA?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Heavier car than your Duster. Worse heads than your Duster.
I wonder how big the cam is.
It's nothing crazy. It's like a purple shaft.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes people get a
You know what he does? He doesn't preload the suspension. He just flat puts it off the line and shocks it. And he gets the best 60 foots that way.
yeah, I mean I only launch at 1500.
Yeah.
I've tried less, but it just kind of bogs a little bit off the line.
The sweet spot with the Duster was about 2,500 RPM before it started getting twisted up. And then the guy that owned the car before me goes, "Why weren't you launching at $3,000?" I'm like, "Because then it fell all bound up." "No, you got to launch it at $3,000. I'm like, what'd you run? I'm like 720. And then kept going slower after that because it was too fat. And I was too hungover to want to work on my car.
I want to say on our 1160 pass we made on the last day, the weather was great. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. There was a lot of help there, but I think we was 734 or 736 in the 8th on that pass. But that was there was a lot of weather to do with it. The oil was hot, but it still made that pass. So,
you know, me and Jeremy were wondering why you didn't just stay down in Missouri after you got bounced out of NHRA Division 5, and you could have just stayed in Missouri for a couple more days and then did no name nationals. Now knowing that you're getting laid off.
I didn't know that at the point. Unless everybody else had to go back to work. Quite a few people in the chat.
Somebody's talking to me from upstairs.
Oh, are you downstairs at your house?
I'm in the pinball room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was at Jabo's house.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm in the basement of the new garage.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, I did find a blower for a small block and messaged the guy, but no response back from him. So, and it was a weird looking blower. It had like a pulley on the front that looked like it ran like 3 V belts instead of one big blower belt. So I don't know. Blowers are not. Our channel doesn't have a large budget, if any budget at all. So fancy parts coming to our channel is not going to really happen unless our channel gets bigger and some of this monetization money comes in to help. The whole reason I want to be monetized is to buy more car parts.
Yeah. Never. Well, you're never gonna get rich doing YouTube.
No,
I mean,
I
the
don't
odds,
want to get rich.
right?
I just
the-
want to buy a freaking set of headers.
yeah. Even if YouTube could pay for a couple entry fees, just anything helps.
Apparently, beard oil on your head gaskets fixes big giant chips in your cylinder wall. From what Backwoods and LP are talking about. But yeah, we just don't get the budget right now. I mean, if we had like 50,000 subscribers, where we're getting 10,000 views on every video,
Right.
we would be making some money then. But at 1,000 to 2,000 views a video, probably about $100 a month.
Do you have a BioLife near you?
A what?
BioLife? Sell your blood plasma?
How much do you get for plasma these days?
Right now I'm on a deal for 8 donations, which is twice a week for a month.
I looked up
it's
that you're not supposed to
$600.
donate plasma. You're supposed to keep 2 months or a month or two in between every time you donate.
No.
How much are they giving you?
Twice a week. I'm on a deal right now that it's twice a week for a month is $600. But if you're like brand new, like you're just starting, like
Yeah.
you've never done it before, a lot of times it's like between $800 and $1,000 for your first eight donations.
Hmm.
And if you put me down as a reference or anybody, that person you use as reference gets $150.
Oh, I'm monetized, Chris. It's just the views on the videos don't make much money at all. It makes, like I said, anywhere from $100 to $150 a month if I'm putting content out, which I haven't been really doing.
That's that's right around where I'm at, and it's a grind. Trying to save every little bit you can so you can actually buy a part.
Does it have to be your own blood you donate?
Yes.
Lars is asking.
Yep. You sit down in a pretty comfortable chair. You put your headphones in, listen. They hook you. Oh, you probably can't even see my.
Ricky's got tracks. He's got
track
tracks.
marks. And you're in there for about 45 minutes, and you're done. I think when you're off like the special deal stuff, it's like $150 a week.
Huh.
Most of my parts I have in my gray Fiesta.
Do you feel all fucked up after you're done?
No. They put
Later, Mom.
saline solution back in you. Like the stuff that you put in to like rehydrate people and stuff. They put that in you. I've gone hundreds of times throughout the years. It's
Chris, my problem, sorry, Ricky. My problem is I don't know if it's something that's ingrained in Iowa culture, but you hate asking for shit. So sponsorships, I probably could have over the past couple of years, but I never ask anybody. That's what I should start doing is start. What's the worst anybody's going to say? No.
I've asked for a few sponsorships. I've gotten a few from local places just for like points racing. But as for like parts stuff, parts companies I've tried, and the only one I've really gotten was my tuner to do everything for free, and he sent me parts, which better than a stick in the eye.
I got contacted by a company called Evil Fuel the other day, and I looked through their catalog, and it's all AN, Army, Navy fittings, E85 safe line, all this stuff, fuel cells, fuel pumps.
That's good stuff.
And I email them back. I'm like, yeah, we're actually planning on doing a D50 build. We need a fuel system for it. This would be great. And I emailed them back, and then the next thing I see is Jed Scott's got a video, Evil Fuel Systems.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, they're hitting everybody up. I'm like, why are they asking me? Judd's got like 25,000 subscribers. We only got 7. Uh-oh. Watch out.
oh no, John.
Guys,
What's happened? I like the hood scoop.
hey, you like that?
Yeah.
You like that? Maybe you wind up with it.
Oh,
It's-
no.
It's a Hemi reproduction, and the car ran with one of the old '70s Chevy mailbox scoops. That's what I'm gonna put back on it.
I just ordered a fiberglass, Hemi style scooped hood for the Duster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's what this is.
12 weeks out.
I can't believe you'd put that scoop on a damn Duster. They only belong on 2 cars.
Well, that's on a '73 Dart Sport.
Yep, that's why John's taking it off and putting the
There's the-
mailbox one on.
That is correct. No, it ran that's what it ran in the day, and I want to make it look like it did in the '80s. But there's a sheet metal, and there's the that's the 8 3/4 for my van.
Oh, okay.
That little Jeep Dana is going out of here. So if you need a Dana 35, I'll make you a screaming deal if you want to pick it up. There's an 8
There you go, Ricky.
You know what? It's called a 5-finger discount. You can come steal it. Just I need it gone.
Oh man, how you been, John?
I've been. I don't have my tripod out here though. I said I'd come back if I could get done. I had some errands to run. I thought, well, I'll just drop in. This is different.
Well, you can just wedge your phone in the Hemi hood scoop.
That might
I've never
actually-
seen the Dart Sport, I don't think.
That might actually fit.
I didn't know it was black.
It's about a half-inch from it.
Yeah,
There.
So
Now I'm like
I
in the
always
video where it
imagined-
came out from under the-
I always
I'll get a
imagined your
video.
Dart Sport was blue, but that must have been Joe's Dart Sport in my
No,
head.
it was it was yellow. And then
Okay.
it went to this black, and then it disappeared for 20 years, and that's where all the redneckery happened. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'll show you. Let's see here. So check this out. This is the stuff that happened to it. It used to be a beautiful car, right? And then this stuff started happening. Still has let me flip this around. Let me flip this. No, that's not what I want to do. Switch to there we go.
Greg
There we go.
McDonald, you are correct.
So,
it is the
it's-
same tooling as a 69
it's-
Barracuda.
It's got an 80. It expired in 80. It's got an 82 Pennsylvania inspection sticker. This car only has 70,000 miles on it.
Damn.
I
that
know. I mean,
Lexan?
the doors open and shut. Now, this is something he did. I don't know what this isn't a tin to do in a window. It might be Lexan, but it's junk.
Hey, sorry guys, I gotta do something real quick.
Anyway,
All right, Ricky. We'll take it easy, buddy.
I might jump back in a little bit.
I got to get going here soon, too.
All right, see ya.
Later, Ricky. So that's a cage.
yeah,
Took
well,
out
look
the
at this.
dash.
Check out this. This thing looks like it was welded with an alternator and a coat hanger. Oh, and look at the bracket that holds the seatbelt on. It's a muffler
What?
clamp.
The fuck?
For real. This past tech at Princeton driveway, no problem. The
Wow.
car ran 720. I mean, it wasn't a slow car. Not by my standards, anyway.
Doesn't feel sick anymore and wants to go to school.
No.
Runs a 30 by
Uh-oh.
9. Anyway,
I think next year you
There's
need
Ray
to bring
Truck.
that down to, yeah. You need to bring that to No Name Nationals, man. On a trailer, just to bring it. And then make everybody work on it for you. Uh-oh. We lost John in the fourth dimension.
It's I don't know what we'll do. We'll do something eventually.
No, I think
We'll do
free
something eventually.
labor. Free labor is the way to go.
I had a lot of things that caused me to pause on this in 2021. So I've been working in the shop. I'm gonna get it in there inside. What is
The
that
roach-
game room, dude?
Oh, this is the basement of Jay's new garage.
Dude, I just noticed that. I've been looking
Yeah.
at the darts. Really?
All these pinball machines he's been
Look at
collecting
that.
for a while. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. It's
Had no
really
idea.
nice.
Neat stuff. I can't see the chat. I'm doing something.
Oh,
It's okay. I don't. That's all right.
there's only 14 people in here. It's just like
No.
J-Bo and
Hey, J-Bo.
Greg. And
Yeah.
you got Chris is in here from Busted Radial Garage. Colleen.
J-Bo and the hippie honorary.
T's Good Time Garage. Mohawk.
What up, T? What up, Mohawk?
Lars. Backwoods Custom Crap. Yeah, I didn't even plan on doing a live this morning, but I was watching, or I woke up and I seen Mach Zero was live, trying to show everybody how big of a POS Barry Beamer is. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's what he does. His channel is dedicated to trolling a Beamer and Rich.
Yep. He does
Yes.
a damn good job of it too.
Mm.
I just thought that his quality could be a little bit better, and I said I'm going to start a live and show you how to do StreamYard, so you can share your screen. Because what he does is he sets his phone up on a tripod and films the TV. I'm like, if you did it this way, it'd be better. You
Need a
know?
Pontiac?
No, what
Yeah,
is that?
same
Grand
Pontiac.
Am?
Yeah.
That
I need to
thing's.
get rid of that.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
It's actually a pretty decent little car, but it's got a rod knock in it, and I don't know. I thought about sending that one off and making a video. I still might. You never know.
I got that nitrous bottle.
I got a friend of mine who wants to buy this house next door to his shop, and it's a nice house. So really, but he says if I buy it, that thing is getting dozed because he needs the room, right?
Yeah.
I said, dude, if you get that shop, I want to drive a car all the way through it on video.
Definitely.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not even kidding. So if he gets that shop, I know, or he gets that house, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, make sure you got 3 different angles: in car, out car, the
Oh,
wall you
yeah.
blow through.
We'll be loaded up.
You look like the short that I made with John Cope, where you're in the trailer house.
Yes. The one where I got run over, knocked out the back of
What the?
Watching him explain that like it's the reverse pattern was great. I loved that. And then the rest of it just got even funnier from there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he texted me yesterday. He goes, "I got an Easter egg in my new video,"
Oh yeah.
and then it's him jamming the screwdriver and knocking the pump out. So I text him back. I'm like, what the fuck did I say? I had to try to be a smart ass. I said, throwing shade at a top-notch pump puller, I see.
Yeah. Did you see the whole video? Because I don't know if it was in the short. I didn't see the short, but in the whole video, he had the Bad Tree intro music.
Yeah, I seen that.
I thought that was cool. Wasn't it?
I'm like, what the? See, he won't come to No Name Nationals talk shit to your face. He'll hide in his training shop
Hey.
making.
Cope was there, whether he was there or not.
That's true.
He loved that, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. We
You
were
can
so
tell.
wanting him to roll in and see that.
I wish he would have, but
Yeah.
it happens.
He had too many, just
Irons
bad
in the
thing.
fire.
had to can it.
Well, yeah, when your workforce is a fistful of people, that could be detrimental, losing somebody. So
Oh, yeah. Well, he had that thing with the power wagon. He was really wanting to bring the power wagon, then the cam went flat. And then the Lucas thing. And it's just
yeah,
like, what? When you got all this bad luck in a row, don't push it. I get it. But
I
he's-
told Jeremy about it, and he's like, "A guy quit," and I'm like, or I go, one of John's workers quit, and he's like, I can't imagine why.
I'll tell you why. It's called being 20 years old and not knowing how to appraise your opportunities. That's why.
Well, yeah,
He's a good dude. It's just he got an opportunity that he did not know how to appreciate yet.
right.
And that's just
You
all
need
it
to
is.
have a little bit of thick skin to probably be around John day to day too.
I've been there for several days straight. And it's not. He's got his moodiness a little bit, but it's really not bad. It's not bad. I got to tell you though, he man, when it's time to work, it's time to work, and when it's time to play, it's time to play.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got good standards and everything. He runs a shop. He runs a working shop. So,
I just wish we'd show up there one day and throw a fucking wrench in his whole operation.
yeah.
No production at all when we show up.
Well, I got to tell you though, it is really great to go up there and see it. You can see the pride in his work and everything, and good stuff. Where's
Got
that going,
me.
Blake? Is
I
that,
don't know yet. Anna gave me about 4 of them. Judd's girlfriend.
yeah, I got one, and I've been wanting to get it on my board for the shop. I got a 3rd sticker board going up in the studio.
Mm-hmm. I hope whatever Judd's dealing with, I hope he pulls through.
Yeah.
On this, because Terry went through similar things a couple months ago. That's why he didn't come to No Name with us. But sounds like there's a cure for it. He's on a pill and he's in remission. And it sounds like I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but it sounds like Judd might be going through the same thing. So hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully there's a way for him to get better. Prayers, buddy. Hope you get better. You're not watching this, I know that, but we'll put it out there in the ether.
He's like me. Somebody will tell him he came up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that'll work.
Yep. Yeah, I hope all you silly fuckers, nothing bad ever happens to you, but
Oh yeah.
can't stop
DRC
life.
will live to be 90.
Yeah. I was sitting thinking about it. I'm 38 now. So technically I'm midlife crisis because we don't
Right.
live to be 100 years old. And then I thought about it. I'm like, I probably got about 20 more good years in me before shit starts tapering off.
Yeah, you got a little better than that.
I don't know. My body's been through a lot.
Nah.
Because like 5 years, we've been doing YouTube for 5 years, and it feels like a blink of an eye, you know. And
Yeah,
where
well,
did
yeah.
those 5 years go? Now I'm
You know-
older.
When we talk about the No Name 500, one thing I always mention is if you go to the class of 2019, which wasn't a thing then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the No Name 500 then. It was me, it was you, it was Joe, it was Andy. We were all that year's freshman class.
I think we had 2,500 subs, maybe the first No Name.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a lot of fun. The last, all 3 of them were fun. I think the
We're all
first year,
different.
my favorite one was year 1 so far.
I can see that.
That
I
just
can see
because of the people that we do collaborations with were
Yeah.
majority of them were there, but there ain't ever a bad time when BTP and Just Mopar Joe are pitted next to each other though.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. I got my oldest sick from school today. Damn, Blake is young enough. He could be my son. See, I feel like I'm getting older, but mentally I feel like I'm still 16.
What was
Does
it
that
you were
make
saying? Where can't think where, but you're talking about getting that gray, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was so funny because it's like, man, I didn't want to hear it.
I don't remember seeing dudes in their 30s with gray hair when I was younger.
When I was 16 years old, the person behind me in my math class said, dude, you got gray hair. It's Zach. That's who it was. A guy named Zach. You got gray hair. I said, no way. I said, yeah, it looks gray to me. I never thought much about it. By the time I was about 20, I had a significant amount of gray.
No shit.
Yeah, and I knew I was going to be really gray really early.
My brother had a bad receding hairline at 16. He had a widow's peak, basically. And, you know, that was the 80s, so he tried combating it by growing a mullet out.
That's not combating it.
No, it wasn't. He looked really weird. I should
Dude,
find a
if
picture
you're-
and pull it up.
If your hairline is back to the 20, you cannot make the end zone 40 yards deeper. That does not work.
But so he's 14 years older than me. So when he's 20, I'm 6, and he's going really bald. So I used to bag on him all the time. And then when I hit like 23, I noticed a little dime size bulb spot on the very back of my head.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the hell is this all about? And now it's all gone.
My cousin Jamie was like that. When he was 27, he had nothing.
Skullet's rule. I had a rat tail in the early 90s, John, that I could get all the way into my mouth.
Ooh, that's pretty long.
And my brother used to mess with me with a pair of scissors and act like he was going to cut it off all the time. So I'd run from him. And then it's like the boy that cried wolf. He'd always act like he cut it off. He'd never cut it off. So I stopped running one day and he made the noise like he cut it off. And I just didn't think anything of it. And then he's holding it in his hand. And I'm like, I was in class, like twirling that thing. It was distracting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you
And then I
never-
had like Dale Earnhardt number 3 shaved into the back of my head with the rat tail.
You have a picture,
I mean, woo!
you have a picture of that.
I'll have to go down to my mom's house and dig through some stuff because
That needs to be a community post right there.
I used to do all kinds of crazy shit with my hair. I'd dye it and yeah. I never grew it out long like Jeremy. It'd always get down to like here and then I'd cut it all off. But now that I don't have hair, I wish I would have seen what it was like to have long hair once, to be a hippie. I guess I could just put a wig on.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to have long hair. I've never had long hair. I used to grow my sideburns down to here, though. Like,
Yeah,
1700s guy.
yeah. That was me in high school. Really big sideburns and a shitty little goatee.
Well, I could grow the full facial hair. That was never a thing. I just never liked it. I always felt like there was a cat on your face.
See, Jeremy, I have to shave my neck to separate neck hair from beard.
Oh, that would be awful.
Jeremy's just grows in all hippie. Like, he never has to shave his neck. He doesn't have to, like the back of your neck, you know, you get hair growing there.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't grow hair there.
See, that to me, once it gets over just a little bit, I'm like doing this all day. It's got to go. I can't stand it. I've never worn a beard in my life because I hate it.
Yeah, you got to suffer them 2 days past the itchy phase.
Oh, it's the 2 days.
When you try to sleep and you feel it.
I've never gotten it to a point where it quit itching. I just never really.
Like when it gets to here, it's like soft feeling and not itchy anymore.
I didn't know that, but I just.
And when it gets longer, you'll start seeing me on lives doing this shit, twirling my fuck.
Like a pirate.
Every time I'm like, I'm gonna catch up to you, Jeremy, with the beard, and then something happens and I whack it all off. Because I've gotten out to here a couple times.
Yeah.
But then it just gets really white. And then I look so old. I don't
Every
know.
time I let mine get scruffy, I can see how much grayer it is than the last time because I don't do it very often. So I notice it. And I'm like, oh God, I'm getting so old.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my barber, I said, you need to tell me what percentage of brown to gray I have because I'm about to where I'm going to tip and switch it on my license. He said I still got enough brown to leave it. He said I'm 55-45 on brown.
Jeez.
Probably not. It doesn't look like it. So probably this next year will be the year.
My old barber played for the Brewers in the 70s, and he did it out of his garage. And I did require haircuts at one time before 23, 24, and I used to go to him, and it was only $5, and he used a straight edge razor and shaved my neck.
Oh, wow.
And everything, and I thought that was awesome. And then about a year later going to him, he didn't use the straight edge. And I asked him why, and he said he didn't want to cut my throat open because he was first getting on with his Parkinson's. So his hands were getting shaky. And then about 6 months after that, he died. So
Wow.
he was a really cool dude. I
That's your
think,
barber.
yep. I
How
think
old was
he was freaking in his 80s.
my barber is 85 and still doing great. But at
Mhm.
85, anything can change, you know.
Oh yeah.
He's doing
But
great. He's been
more,
cutting there since 63.
I don't think you need to have a head of hair to go to the barber. And I think anybody that hasn't been to a barber should take the time out of their day to enjoy that experience of what it's like to
it's
go
so
to a
good.
barber shop. Because it is really what it is portrayed on TV, of a social gathering
do a
place for
short.
guys.
I should do a short of my barber shop. It's been in the same place since 1963. And it has the same chairs, and it's always had the same barbers. There's only one of them left. So there's 5 chairs in there, and he's got a part-time guy now, but it's just one of the OGs, and the place looks virtually the same. It's got an old Formstone planter, and it's got this wallpaper, and just right out of the 60s.
We just got a new barber a year ago over in Prairie. We haven't had a barber around here in years since that one guy died. You got hair salons up the ass. Women got 20 options.
Right?
If you're a guy, you go to Great Clips at Walmart, there ain't no barber. Now there is, and I went to go do a walk-in. He's like, it's appointment only because he's so busy, apparently.
So is that like where your town is? Because your town is, what'd you say, is like, you're not even 1,000 people there, are you?
About 800 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So where is your town when you need like a place that has more to get, like you need to shop or something?
So Marquette is even smaller than McGregor, and that's a mile away.
Okay.
So if you drive out of McGregor into Marquette, and then you hang a right and you drive 2 miles over the bridge in the Prairie du Chien, that's a town of 10,000 people, and there's McDonald's, Hardee's, Taco Bell, Walmart, Dollar Tree, all kinds of, Tractor Supply.
I didn't know the size of it. I thought it was bigger than that. That's right in size between my hometown and where I live.
Yeah.
Where I'm from is about 4,500 people, and this town is about 20,000.
Okay.
So it's right between. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice size. It's a nice size place.
Yeah, it's got everything we really need. We don't have like a Menards or a Lowe's or anything like that, but we have mom and pop lumber stores around, and like for real, the biggest news is Taco Bell, KFC. When I was growing up in the 90s, we had a Taco Bell and a Taco John's.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a Taco Bell at a gas station, and the Taco Bell was making more money than the gas station. Nobody was going to the gas station to do gas station shit. They're just going there for Taco Bell.
Right.
So the owner closed the Taco Bell so you get more business at his gas station. So that was in like 2003. They shut Taco Bell down. So I haven't seen, a good cheap ass taco in a long time.
I'll see the chat. I'll see it. Buster Radio Chris says I had to be a mutton chops guy. Yeah, I heard that.
Oh yeah, Lemmy. Blake turns into Mohawk when he grows out his beard. Yeah. Oh no. My barber's unemployed.
I wasn't able to see any of that. That's cool.
Greg's been going to the same barber for 50 years.
Nice.
Blake is 1 lake and 2 states due west of me.
I would have been going to the same barber for 45 because I was 2 when I got my first haircut in 1979.
My best friend's mom owns a hair salon. And so when I was a kid, that's where I go get my haircut, was Jed's mom. And she'd always talk, Blake, your hair's so thick, you'll never go bald. So I just thought she knew what she was talking about. Right. I'm never going to go bald.
Right.
She had a tanning bed there. It was a full-on salon.
Oh, wow.
And when we first got our license, Jed, we were like a bunch of, scared little virgins. And we were going to prom. So we figured we'd go and use the tanning bed. So we'd be nice and tan for if the opportunity ever came up. That's 15, 16-year-old mentality right there.
Of course.
So, yeah, we were definitely virgins after that, too. So,
in other words, it worked about as well as anybody older than you would.
Mm-hmm. Jed tried so remember the girls above their belt, they'd have a little Playboy bunny of their real skin cut.
Yeah, like the tan things you could stick
Yeah,
on.
remember
Yeah.
those?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was all kinds of different
Those-
ones that you could. But Jed tried talking me into doing that. I'm like, no way in
Dude.
hell, man. Nope, not
No,
doing
no.
that.
No. Be glad you didn't. There'd be evidence somewhere.
Yep. Right on your tailbone, right above your butt.
No. So in other words, a ticking tramp stamp.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
A seasonal tramp stamp.
if you had a book called Horrible Ideas from Our Youth, that would be one of the pages right there.
Oh, for sure. I got a few chapters right on deck right now I can think of. We used to jump off the roofs of houses and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know people.
Like-
Yeah.
We one time it snowed like 2 feet and it was really powdery snow. And we had the bright idea to go take an old square body 4-wheel drive Chevy down in the state park with a sled, and we are going to pull each other around. Well, we forgot a rope. So we went and we took all the jumper cables out of all the cars of our friends and we tied them all together.
Yeah.
And we were going about 45 miles an hour through this campground, and the snow's so deep you don't know where the fire pits are at.
Jumper cables.
Yeah. We're 15.
How
well,
do you
16.
live through all that?
That's why I got the number 30 tattooed on my back, because I thought for sure I was going to be self-deleted by now. By some kind of act of stupidness.
Now
But now I'm beyond that, and now I got to live with it, John. I didn't expect to be this old when I was younger. I thought I would have been done by now. Oh, racing 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and stuff. I don't even really want my kids to have a dirt bike after all the stupid shit that I did on one.
I get that. Isn't that strange? Something you enjoy, but you didn't want them to have it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just I get it. I get it.
Later, Chris. You have a good one. Well, John, it looks like this is a 2-hour-long live stream that wasn't planned.
See that? It was a test before I ran out to the store.
Yeah. And I just wanted to help Jeff out. That Dizzy guy never knew of him. It was nice meeting him.
Yeah.
I guess seemed like a nice person. Had nice things to say. But I think it's going to be 82 degrees out today, so I need to go out and get productive.
I get that.
And I got a sick kid at home that's not sick.
Right.
So,
Sick.
yeah, sick.
Yeah, I got stuff. I got stuff. I have all kinds of stuff around here I got to get done. But I was home in the middle of the day. I didn't have any appointments. Saw you were live, so I thought, I'll jump on.
Yeah, like we were talking the other day, that random live you did.
Sure. Yeah.
We should do random lives more
That was,
often.
the reason for that is
Were you trying to get somebody 500?
Old Rich kept bagging on 2 hacks. I said, there's exactly one way to make him shut up.
Oh,
I go live. And it did. It stopped it instantly. We had a watch party. And as soon as he canned his, I canned it. And we just had a good time for the rest of the time.
so Rich, if you're watching this, I know you comment on my
Yeah.
channel, and I don't hate you.
No.
Nobody hates you.
No, there's no way. None.
People, the thing that's frustrating, Rich, if you ever do see this, is people have given advice tenfold to you. Your attitude towards receiving advice is terrible. People aren't just commenting to not help you in the beginning. They were commenting to help you. The way you took their advice and the way that you treat these people are how you're being perceived now, and that's why you're getting commented on your channel with troll comments and stuff because of your mental attitude on how you receive things from people.
Well,
stop getting pissed off at every single thing. Not everybody's trying to put you down. Take advice, compute it in your head. Don't blurt out what you want to think, because that's not working. Take 10 seconds, think what they say, and think of a way to initiate good conversation back and forth with your base of subscribers or commenters. Not everybody's attacking you. You don't need to attack them back. Take the advice. If it's not good advice, don't bitch about it. And he just needs to chill out. He needs his attitude adjusted.
Oh, attitude is everything.
He freaks out all the time.
Attitude is everything. You know what I was really sad about is that when he decided to go off and turn on our community, and of course I'm always the lightning rod when somebody does that, right? I mean, I'm that guy, right? I'm the go-to.
Damn John Wilbur.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was going to happen. I could see the whole thing. I could see the whole box full of rocks dumping down the stairs in the top of my head. He's going to whine about the No Name Nationals. Our haters are going to adopt him for about 5 minutes to see if they can use some more. And then they're going to turn on him. And that is exactly what happened. I knew it was going to happen as soon as he started making his little crybaby video. I knew it was coming. I said, those guys are going to adopt him, then they're going to throw him under the bus. And that's exactly what happened. And it's sad. It really is sad because he doesn't see any of this coming. Like Rich doesn't see the punch until his lights are out. It's just awful. And
I don't give two shits about these guys' drama. I really don't.
No.
But I don't mind watching the world burn either. So this that Dying Breed Garage guy, I'm not subscribed to him, but it was recommended to me. And he was live with some other guy that's drunk on his channel all the time. Who is just nothing but a big mouth.
Yep.
And he's got a channel where he films everybody else, not himself.
Oh, he just steals video. There's a video, one of the biggest video. I got a subscriber, Black LS1 Pontiac, who has a hilarious engine first start. And it's like these three funny animated black dudes firing up this LS on a stand. And they have the headers on upside down, so they're swept back. And you couldn't hear what one of them was saying, but he was telling it to you. And it was really funny, right? It got like 10 million views because it was so funny. And at the end, I don't know how many RPM he turned it. I bet $8,000. It was valve flow city. A short, funny video. DRC stole that in its entirety and stuck on his channel.
No shit.
Yeah, no credit, nothing, no remix, nothing. Just
what a loser.
Stuck it on his channel so that he can take from that guy and give to himself. And that's what he did. So I don't know how many others he's done that with, but it's just.
So back to this live, you got the Will guy, the drunk guy, and then Rich. And they're sitting and Will does this. If I know it's true, it's true. If I know it's right, it's right. Like he knows every right and wrong in the world. Yeah. It's by his emotional feelings.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So he's a liberal. Anyway.
Notice how he votes. Telling us how he votes.
Yeah. Rich is on there with them, and they're talking about we respect everybody, but yet they're almost eye rolling this guy while he's on the live with them. They don't respect him at all.
They wanted him just to
But if they can use this to trash on John, they'll use it and they'll suffer through it. And even though they know they don't like this guy and they know he's a turd,
100%,
but they'll treat him, oh, you're great, man. You're awesome. Yeah. And they don't think that.
No, they don't. They're openly going after him now.
And it's just another, it's another channel of no content. Yeah. It's a giant nothing burger because what do they do when they're not live?
Mr. Will got high on the whole thing when he attacked Tony that time. And he got hundreds of subs from going after and swearing at Tony on a live.
Yeah.
And he got so high on the feeling of that he just did it for years after. But he got tired of Tony, moved on to me. He did it to Rich. That's just who he is.
It all started because Tony Neutral dropped a 727 and broke it, and and Mr. Will said Mr. Will first said Uncle Tony was a idiot or a retard or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Tony replied back to him. Then he started his whole campaign about how Uncle Tony is a piece of shit when he's the one who fucking called him an idiot that started the whole dialogue.
Tony should never have gone in that live. Tony should never have gone in there. And you know what? If Mr. Will, if he was a reasonable person, and we know he's not, but If he had just put out a video that says, you know, hey, I want people to know, especially you young guys, a neutral drop can break a drum and a transmission, a high gear drum. You could lose a foot doing that.
Yeah.
Put out a little PSA like Cope did. But no, he didn't do anything like that. I don't even think Mr. Will knows you can break a drum like that. But anyway, it can be dangerous. It's not only, you know, kind of dumb and abusive, but it's dangerous. That'd have been fine. But no. This was all a show for attention and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and then, of course, that made Tony mad. And that all fell apart. It's like, my God, I got two people get into a fight. I don't have anything to do with it. And both of them come out mad at me. What is that?
And the guy acts like he's, you know, God's gift of YouTube. I never, you know, I have a moral center. I know it's true. What I know is right is right.
His moral center.
He's got a bunch of TV cars that are a bunch of factory cars that aren't fast. And
Whatever.
if that's what he likes, then that's what he likes.
Whatever. That's
Do
fine.
shit about that. Talk about that stuff.
But no, he lives for tearing people down for his own amusement. He likes boxing. I've heard him and Nolan say they want to go, if they go to Cuba, they want to go to a cockfight. They enjoy other people suffering and being torn down for their amusement. That's the kind of person he is.
I always knew Nolan wasn't all there, man, to be hanging out with these guys constantly.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with Nolan. He other than the fact that the company he keeps, which is abhorrent, I have no problem with Nolan. But to me, it's just, you are the company you keep. I don't care about that.
And all these guys were supposed to come to No Name Nationals.
Yeah. Well,
They were all supposed to
let him
show
know
up.
certain terms he wouldn't want them there.
Well, don't have to worry about not wanting them there. They ain't going to show up anyway.
It's all behind.
And then getting mad at Dallas because, you know, you've been running your mouth online all these days. And then Dallas says, I'd meet you at the front gate, you know. oh my God.
Oh, you know
I've been
what?
talking shit for fucking
You know
days. And the guy said he wants to clean my clock.
I don't know how many people are in here, but it'd be funny if I read that post Dallas made replying to
Oh my God, that was great.
it. Yeah, I don't know how many people are watching. We probably have a few people in there that
We
go
got
run and tell them all this.
16 people.
Yeah, we got
watching.
to watch their crap and I'll go run and tell them. But I can't remember what all it said, but it had something to do with the crack house and your mom and everything else.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I
I
was
think
off on that one.
he wrote that response at No Name, I think.
I
Right?
think it was right before because I shared it with you guys when you were fixing that trailer shackle.
Yeah. I've been waiting for you to put that out, John.
Oh, what that? That's Dallas. If he wants to do it, he can do it.
No, you were filming when we were fixing that trailer. I
Yeah,
thought you were going to put that out.
And you I'll put some shorts if I got them.
Yeah, go for it. Well, I think it's time for me to wrangle cats.
Sounds good, man. Thanks
You
for
wanna say
having me.
hi to everybody? Oh,
Hi, everybody.
hi. Oh, your face is behind there. See? Look at your face. Curly head. All her bangs right here are really short. They used to be as long as everything else.
Wow.
One of them circle combs or brushes. At 2 o'clock in the morning, she woke up and decided to brush her hair. Got it stuck in her hair. Couldn't get it out. Went down in the kitchen and got scissors and cut the brush out of your hair. Yeah. So it's going to take a while to grow these bangs back out.
I remember that now that you say that.
Yeah, one's blonde and curly, the other one's straight and brunette. I don't know what the hell happened.
Mother cook me free sausages.
Okay, I'll make us some brunch. Okay.
Sausage.
All right, John Heathens. It's been 2 hours of a random live. I'm glad that you guys stopped in and checked us out. John, it's always a pleasure seeing you.
Been a blast, folks in the chat whom I can't see. Thanks for watching. Fun.
Yep. Thanks for watching. It's time to get out and touch some grass. That's a new saying for if you don't do shit.
Yeah.
You ain't touched no grass in a while.
Check it out. This stuff right here. You guys don't know this until about April or May. But this is what it looks like here 12 months out of the year.
Ooh, you son of a. Yeah, but we don't have giant hurricanes coming up at us either.
No, you would be amazed how far inland we are to have that problem. People
Dude,
can't believe it till they see the pictures.
the outer band touched Iowa.
Wow.
Like we had rain in Iowa from that hurricane in the southern part of Iowa. Like when we were leaving No Name Nationals, that was when the hurricane was coming. And all that rain that we were getting down there was probably due to that hurricane coming up.
Oh, yeah.
But I was looking at it on the radar and you could see the big swirl, and the edge of it was like covering southern Iowa,
Wow.
northern Illinois.
Wow.
So that was pretty crazy. And then my brother, I don't know how he got away from the second one down in Florida scot-free, because he lives in Cape Coral, just an hour south of Tampa. And Tampa was like ground zero for that last hurricane, where they got, 15 inches of rainfall in an hour and a half? Man, that's nuts.
Nasty. That's nasty.
But
That's a rain.
I'm glad you got your place all whipped back into shape. Looks
I'm
like.
working. I still got some of a tree to cut. Not here, but at my other place. I got a tree to finish cutting up, and I got a window that's still broken. I did get the roof fixed. I got the roof. There's something funny about that. I got the roof fixed. I still got to get my power put back permanently. That place is a mess. But the good news is of 5 places, it only really hammered one. I
There
had
you
no
go.
damage to the other 4, but I had a lot at the one. So whatever, that's fine. I'll take it. Some
Yeah.
people had a roof. I know the guy had a tree fall all the way across his. 2 people had a tree fall all the way across their truck and total it.
Damn it.
One of them fell on a house up there. They had to take a crane to get it off the roof. I bet I saw easily 100 trees down just driving in, big trees.
Did you do you qualify for the $750 FEMA?
It's
on it?
funny. I didn't know why, but I was sent the FEMA survey and I actually did it. I thought, well, maybe that'll help. But yeah, I've got well more than that in damage. They quoted me $2,000 just to cut up one of those trees that was already down. I'm like, nope, can't do it. I've been cutting it up myself.
It's crazy, dude. And then you got Izzy sitting in his hole, filming his TV and putting out shorts about how 102 Republicans voted against the FEMA grant.
Right.
Well, you can twist it however you want it. I mean, I'm pretty sure 102 Republicans would have voted against sending billions of dollars overseas again.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can twist it however you want it, Dizzy, but you're kind of looking like a damn fool.
Oh, Dizzy. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to go cancel his vote here in a few days. So do my
Yep.
patriotic duty.
I don't want to mail mine in. I got it in the mail the other day. I don't trust it. I'm going to do it in person.
The thing about doing it early is somebody won't beat you to the polls claiming to be you, right? That's the upside. The downside is that then they have your vote in advance and they know what they have to beat.
You hear what California just passed?
Uh-uh.
It is illegal to ask for ID at the voting poll.
Oh, yeah, I know they're like that because they want as much illegal voting as they possibly can.
They
Democrats
just
run, but that's
passed
what they
that.
do. Yeah, they do
No
that.
ID required.
They do that purposefully. Man, I just mowed this yesterday. This looks horrible. We got so much rain. Looks like a hayfield.
But if you can't speak English, are you going to go vote?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
even know what the hell's going on?
Doesn't matter. They'll help you. They'll help you. As long as you're voting blue, you'll get all the help you need.
Yeah.
You'll get a ride there. You'll get somebody to help you. You'll get somebody to vote for you, show you how to fill in the ballot, the whole thing.
Here's a bunch of money, go buy a brand new Lexus. Like in Ohio, there's brand new cars running around everywhere with Haitians in them.
Oh, that makes me sick.
Anyway, a couple more days, we'll get it flipped around, hopefully, and get back to living the American dream in life and not being manipulated and lied to constantly.
Want to take a ride in the Jeep?
Sure.
I should do that. I should just go live and drive everything here.
There you go.
I got to get this out. This hasn't been run all year. We should do a going live
Is
from.
that an old mail Jeep?
No, it's a Navy Jeep.
Oh,
You
okay.
can still barely read.
Okay.
It's a CJ5. It's a civilian Jeep, but it was bought brand new by the Navy, and it has a few little weird things like these, but it's yeah, it doesn't have that many miles either, believe it or not. But it's solid rust because it was shore patrol,
Oh, okay.
so it's got a lot of
A lot of
rust 'cause
salt
it's right on the
water.
beach. This thing had so much rust, nobody would have believed that it had 23,000 miles on it. But I bet Dad hosed at least a 5-gallon bucket worth of sand and seashells out from under this thing out of the frame. And Jeep
No
frames
shit.
are bad for rusting anyway, but it's got a lot of like stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
and then back here's even worse. I got to put some patches on the frame too. Dad never would let me do it, but I'm going to do it now.
Those tires look almost too nice for you, John.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll show you the tire that looks more like me. Hold on. Don't. Hey.
That's a John
I
Wilburn
gotta
tire
have
right
stance,
there.
man. I gotta have stance.
Oh, stance with Wilburn.
Wait a minute. This is the dash. Like it's got this. I can do that. It's got this maximum speed presidential directive.
Jeez.
It's got
There's your
this.
ventilation.
Yeah, don't take blame for accidents. Do an accident report with the Capitol Police.
What the hell?
And it's got one on the other side I can't read, but
That's cool.
you feel like you've fallen down a flight of stairs just riding this thing. I'll tell you that.
Sounds like you're in a soup can.
Oh, here's something that nobody believes ever. This is rare. Might be hard to find one of these anywhere on YouTube. This is a factory AMC steel hardtop for a CJ5.
Weren't they mostly fiberglass?
Well, the aftermarket ones, yeah. This one's factory and it's steel.
That's cool.
I called a Jeep place looking for parts one time, and they said they didn't make such a thing. I said, I'm looking at the factory tag. And then some old guy there said, no, they did. They're just really rare.
You need to do a video on the Jeep, man.
I actually did a short one on it with my dad 17 days before he died.
I remember.
21, but I could do another one. I took it to a Jeep show last year.
You know, I found out it's not a bad thing to repost the shit that you posted already, because I was on Facebook looking at reels. That's what they call their shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked on the guy's name to check out more of his content, and I seen the same video he had posted 3 times. One time it hit 200,000 views. The other times it only got like two views and 23 views. But the third time he reposted the same content, it got like 200,000 views. So my whole process of thinking when I started the channel is never, put out the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to repost all 623 videos again.
So see all the spider webs? That's how long it's been since it's run. And if you look, the engine, the valve cover and the head are like a real nice AMC turquoise.
Yeah.
And then it just turns to nothing. See that?
Yeah, black. Yeah.
Back in 2017, this thing had a valve hang open and it had some problems, some overheating, or blew a heater hose. Dad, of course, like always, just take the heater hoses off. I don't need a heater. So anyway, I had to get it away from him, and he never did want me to do anything on this. So I had a buddy of mine take his record, come over, and he grabbed it and took it over to his place. And I mean, I was thrashing. I was fixing all kinds of stuff on this thing. Got the head surfaced on it, valve job, the whole works. So the top end of it is actually pretty nice. It runs good.
I imagine.
Did all the deletes on it that needed to be deleted, and it actually runs pretty good. It's just really rusty.
I like the inline sixes. Look at all the room for your hands to work on shit.
Got a T176 4-speed, which shifted like butter when he got it, but the clutch linkage just absolutely took a dump in this thing. And instead of taking it out and replacing it with proper clutch linkage, I
Mhm.
can't remember what he worked out, but it's never shifted right since. So I may need to pull that transmission and put some new brass in it. I don't know. If I
What are you
ever wind
talking
up
about? That
doing
ain't
that,
no 904, John.
no, I've done some manuals too. I've done some manuals. I've done some 833s and a Volkswagen and one Toyota and a Hyundai transmission.
I did a Jeep tranny 3 times for a friend in high school with J-Bo. And every time we put it back in the Jeep, 20 miles later, it'd fail. And for a friend, I thought, in 2002, $400 was a lot of money, is all I charged him.
Yeah.
Well, I had so much time involved in and out of the truck 3 times to where I don't know, man. This is everything that we usually do, and it keeps going out. So he takes it to another buddy, finds out there's, this is before Google and shit was really around. Well, there's a factory recall on some of the Jeeps that had a casting fuck up in the case that wasn't letting pressure or fluid through, and it was burning up the clutches or some shit. So
That's a really hard thing to find.
yeah, I mean, you just don't see it. It
We
doesn't
ran
jump
into
out
that.
at you.
We ran into that in a 727 in a motorhome one time. We had the thing that had a problem getting pressure to the forward clutch, and it turned out to be some passage.
Yeah.
And really sucked because we looked and looked and looked and looked.
And it could be like a hairline crack in the passage where it's not getting a good
Yeah.
seal. And anyway,
This is just impromptu tour at Wilburn's. We'll do a video on the Assault CRV in the van next time Blake is live.
there you go.
Or on my this is the world's worst way to repair a termite riddled mailbox post. You ready?
Oh no.
What you do is you just sandwich the rotten post between two two-by-fours and make it black.
You need
That
to.
has lasted longer than the post itself.
You should write a facetious book on how to be a slumlord.
Well, I could write that book, dude.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's awesome.
I mean,
I digress. Well,
amazing.
John,
oh, I do. They sent me.
hey, the mail truck's right there.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. That one.
Well, anyway, guys, I think it's time to kill it. Got to get some stuff going on. It's noon. It's lunchtime for you, John. I got an hour yet.
Yeah, about. I usually have lunch early, so had some leftover pasta I make. So it's all good.
JB, you showed up just in time for us to say goodbye. Lars, peace out. John, you got anything to say?
No, I'm just freestyling it, and it's nice out here, so I'm out here doing stuff and saw you were live.
Baby's so happy.
Well, heathens, he can't stay here. For some, I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say.
You don't have to go
Just-
home, but you can't
yeah.
stay here.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Heathens disperse. Take it easy. Later, John.
See ya.
Oh, wait. I almost just left the studio instead of end the stream.
That means I get to hijack it and give away a BTP shirt.
There you go. Later, guys.
Later.